everybody, how's it going? Many of us definitely always have been falling into this trap of judging people and not even considering that we're not in their shoes, that we did not have the life that they had. We have not seen the occasions that they have seen. So we are never, ever, ever in the right place to judge anybody. But this is not enough. Like, if it was enough, the world had been heaven by now. But, like, recently, I noticed that I have been judging people so much. Like, I confess, for example, in terms of being self conscious and disciplined and stuff like that, whenever I saw people who were not self mannered well, not disciplined, didn't manage or organize themselves well, I would subconsciously or even consciously actually think to myself, oh my god, look at this person. If I could do it, they could too. But still, they chose not to do it. So this made me feel like I am superior, and I was looking at them as somebody who was inferior than me. And oh, guess what? This is gonna activate ego and kill my energy and the energy in the room. Not only that, but also this will cause me a situation that I will understand why that person is not disciplined. That suddenly I might lose all the discipline that I had gathered for myself. Like, because it happens. For example, let's say that hypothetically you're a girl, and then you see a girl having a boyfriend, and then you're seeing that the girl is not appreciating the boyfriend enough, and then you would think to yourself, like, oh my god, what an ungrateful girlfriend. If I were his girlfriend, I would definitely love him so much. And suddenly, this is karma, honey. Karma will do its job, and you might either find a guy that's so much like that boyfriend, or when they break up, you might get the boyfriend. And that is when you realize, oh, so that's why the girl was not appreciating him enough. Because you're never in anyone's shoes and you never understand something unless you're in those shoes. And life makes sure that the more you condemn and the more you judge somebody, you will be in their shoes. For example, in the case of this girlfriend and boyfriend thingy, you suddenly realize that, oh, so this boyfriend was good with everybody and treated everyone nicely except for his own girlfriend. He takes everyone appreciated and takes his family and surroundings, the closest people around him, for granted. And that's why that girl was being ungrateful. You've definitely encountered situations like this, right? When, for example, you laughed at somebody and then the next day, you did the same thing that they did. Or, for example, you judged somebody or gossiped about someone and saying how ridiculous what the decision that they made was, and then the next day you were doing it. And this really got me so self conscious because even like every time you want to judge, make sure that you only lived your own life. Like, even if a member of your family has some weird behaviors, you still are not in the right place to judge them. Yes, let's say that you're 24 hours with them, but do you encounter the situations that they encounter? You only are with yourself. Even yourself, you shouldn't judge yourself, because once you judge yourself, you will close this beautiful door of improvement and growth. Growth happens when you accept and allow yourself, when you're open for mistakes. This is really important for you to understand that judging is going to take you nowhere. Like, one of my favorite quotes that I don't know who it comes from or what it exactly is that it says you should be so busy working on yourself, developing yourself, that you don't even have time to criticize others. You don't even have time, or like, it doesn't even cross your mind that, oh, look at that person. What is this person wearing? Oh my god, look at that behavior. Oh, so cheap. You are not in the place to judge anybody. For example, this has been said a lot in political decisions. For example, uncles sitting together being like, yeah, if I were that boss, I would have done something differently. You're not that boss. You are you. Or, for example, people be judging rich people saying that, oh my god, look at this rich person being so rich, having all this money, and still deciding to spend it like that. How pathetic. If I were them, I would have donated the money, I would have done charity, I would have done. You still don't have the money, so do not judge, because money and power can change people. Maybe that person was just like you as well and judged somebody who had the same amount of money before that this person had made that much money, and now that they have the money, they're exactly doing what they condemned. Same could happen for you too, so you should always be careful. And one of the best tips that helps me to love all without judging them, well, it's impossible. We're humans. We do judge sometimes, subconsciously, consciously, or whatever. But whatever that helped me make it less was understanding that all people are well and nice and great deeply inside. There were just some things, some negative energies, some negative traumas, memories, or whatever that turned them into this, that got them make false decisions, that I am in no place to say, yeah, that decision was wrong, that decision was right. The only decision that I can judge is my own, because I judge my decisions so that I can understand which one was better, which one was not, and if some decision of mine was not good, I should avoid it. Okay? You should understand that when you condemn someone, when you when you judge somebody, you're telling the universe, oh, hey, universe, see, I'm ready. I'm ready to go through what they did. So put me in their situation. And that will happen. And the universe will make sure that you either understand why that person made such decision or you regret judging them. Because let's say that somebody, for example, like I personally, when I started getting more social and more engaging conversations, every time I saw introverts or not introverts, every time I saw antisocial people, quiet people, I always thought to myself, oh my god, look at this person being so arrogant. This was my subconscious thought. Look at this person being so arrogant. Like, if I could work on myself and turn myself from an antisocial to a social butterfly, you could too. And you decided not to? How pathetic. But like, I was in no right place to do that because I did not go through what they did. I don't have their personality. I don't have their mentality. I don't have their mindset. And honestly, I believe that whoever or whatever that is doing something, they're doing the best that they could. I don't have their mindset. They don't have my mindset. Okay? Whatever mindset that they have, they're doing their best. They're doing their 100%. So from now on, understand that it's no one's fault. And it's not any of your business whether somebody is doing something that you don't like or doing something that you thought that if you were in their shoes you wouldn't have done that, because you are not in their shoes, you are not them, you never ever went through the things that they went through, and there are thousands, billions, infinite factors out there that created that person who made such decision. So one more interesting point about it is that whatever negative or positive or whatever you notice in somebody and then you condemn them or judge them, in fact, the thing that you notice is already within you too, but maybe it's not as strong or as powerful that it was in that person. But once you condemn them, once you judge them, this gets so powerful within you that you'll be ending up making the same decisions that this person that you condemned was making, doing the same things that this person that you were judging was doing. So be careful. Be careful. It's not you who's the best and it's not them who's the worst. Nobody is the worst. Nobody is the best. Everybody is doing their best and everybody is trying. So just keep your attention and your focus on yourself. And I'm sure that eventually you will avoid getting too engaged in everyone's life because you'll be too busy in yours, and yeah, you just won't see any point in condemning others, and you will just pass or like walk away when there's gossip or drama, whatever. You won't care because there's no point in it. It's only gonna be bad for you. Judging or condemning the person is not gonna change them. It's not gonna fix their mindset or help them. But understanding them and loving them might have some chance. And the inspiration source for this video is the book Karma by Do Zantamata. After reading, I think, chapter 7 or chapter 8, I got to this point and it was just amazing. And since it helped me, I thought that this would also help you too. And yeah, I hope that from now on you'll be able to judge less or even make it zero. Get the most world record of no judging. Zero judging. I'm sure that we can do it. There is no impossible. And eventually, as we try to judge less, we will be just forgetting what it even meant to condemn people. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming this far in this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Mwah!